Good morning. How are you, young Indonesians? Hopefully, everything is in a whole state and always blessing the spirit of nationalism in our soul. My dearest fellows, ladies and gentlemen, based on my experience, when I arrived in Ponorogo before I continued my trip, I saw a local show in Ponorogo Town Square, and some local people told me if it is the iconic of Ponorogo itself. Did you know it? Or have you ever explored Ponorogo and found its local culture yet? Yep, exactly. It is Reo Ponorogo. Reo Ponorogo is a communal dance form and presented for about 25 to 40 dancers and musicians. As of course, Reo Ponorogo is not only held in Ponorogo itself. An article that I read showed me the news that the young generations from Demak were also held this local dance. They held this event to raise the donations for the disasters in Selat Sunda at that time. Performing this local dance also aimed to preserve the art and culture which has recently been abandoned so that it can be loved by the youth today, said the committee of the event. Therefore, let's take another examples of Indonesia's local culture which is not less interesting and fashioned by the community. Well, yesterday I visited the official Instagram of Jember Carnival Festival. At the time, I was curious about who's the man behind the event, how it can be held every year, and mostly the young generations like us were contributed to this event. To be honest, if I were them, I wouldn't be that enthusiastic join this event, or however if the weather is sunny. But if it's the way how we as the young generations could do to contribute to preserve the local cultures of Indonesian, why not, right? In fact, by the Jember Festival held, youth could be collaborating the traditional culture and local community creativity and their interest in cultivating the local cultures. Dear my fellows, our country, Indonesia, is the largest country in the world. With more than 17 islands, it also consists of 100 tribes or ethnic groups which are spread from Sabang to Merauke. With these many tribes or ethnicities, Indonesia has a lot of cultural heritage that come from local cultures and value that grew and developed in every region in Indonesia. So they could become our country's wealth. Now, the question is, how can these local cultures are still hold up and thrive in this digital era? The answer is in the hands of youth. Now, ladies and gentlemen, as E.R. Sukarno once said, "Give me then youth, then I'll shake the world." This shows us that the role of youth is so important. In this case, youth can be the front guard in maintaining and keeping our local culture. With all the talents and creativity, youth can enrich the culture we have. But on the other hand, with the less responsibility of young generations, some of our culture had been claimed by Malaysia or China as their handcraft. Isn't that thing so sad? So where were we when our culture was taken by other nation? We don't want this thing happen for twice, do we? So this is our dedication. We must return our culture for our nation. Moreover, the opportunity that the digital world gives us to share and understand our cultural heritage is enormous. Dear my fellows, a small thing that we, as someone from the young generations can do to cultivate the culture is by joining some international seminars or any study exchange, for example. There, we will connect to our new international comrades and we're able to tell them about the Indonesian culture so that we know that the local cultures from our country will be spread to another country around the world. And And in this digital era, we can use our social media to help with us. By promoting the places that we come to, some traditional dance like what I experience, like the rap Ponorogo or any kind of traditional dance, or even the handcraft, which originally made by Indonesian on social media. The rampant of purchase of woven fabric from East Nusa Tenggara is an example of the success to introduce the local products through the social media. All my fellows, we can conclude that young generations are easily influenced by foreign cultures which are considered to be more practical. But the role of youth is so important because if not us, who else will keep these beautiful local cultures of Indonesia? Well, that's all from me. Thank you for your kind attention. Have a great day. Bye.